All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we are going to be blocking out the bottom portion of our spine, and we're gonna try to see how much motion that we can get from the T-spine here. So the way that we do this is we are just going to kneel into the floor, and we're gonna put our hands right in front right here. So what you'll often see is we're doing what's kind of considered like a lumbar lock position. And the reason we call this is because these hips are getting posteriorly tilted back here. So it kind of puts us into a position where it's a little bit more challenging to move that lower back piece right here. So just as we did, or you'll see that we do with the bench to block off the T-spine, we're just going the opposite. So now we're just trying to isolate the T-spine into movement, and we are locking the low back into place right here. So all we're gonna do here is we're sitting obviously our butt into our heels, and we are going to think about trying to not hunch necessarily, but think of posteriorly pull those ribs and tilt those ribs forward here. So we're gonna go into here, and we're not gonna be getting a lot. So you could think, obviously, I could get a lot out of this, right? But now you can see the low back's kind of coming into play right here. So I want you guys to think about, how do I keep that neutral position in that low back? And how do I just go for some subtlety in that movement of just the T-spine? So again, right about there's the max that I'm getting personally today. And then I'm thinking about trying to drop that chest forward here as well. So again, not something that you're gonna get this crazy amount of motion, but whenever we are going through that rounded piece, you might find a lot of stretching through those erectors. And on the opposite side, whenever you're going through extension right there, you might feel the middle portion of your spine, the muscles, the erectors along that kind of light up. So play around with it, see how it feels. Hopefully you're gonna get a little bit more freedom in each of those spine, those vertebrae, and play around with it and see how it feels.